Scarf?
No.
Okay, well,
I won't
I'm
go out
sure.
in public like that.
Wait, why?
I tell my mom, if you want to go outside with me, just dress normal.
It hurts me. After September 11th, the things that I've gone through, I have been spit on. I've had, moments where not even children, I'm talking about someone in his 30s, pull my scarf off my head.
I was there since I was 2 years old. I would just want to be American. If I had to fight a war, I'd fight an American one.
You don't understand what it's like to wait for my sister to come home from school crying and, blood on her face. This is not fair. I can't even explain what would go through your mind if I was to go up to someone black and be like, you're a
Flat out, I'm appalled, I'm upset, my heart is racing because the only threat I see here at this table is pure ignorance. That's all I see.
So, Rami, would you say you're embarrassed?
Wow.
I wouldn't say embarrassed. I would say honestly disgusted. That's what I would say.
So right now, sitting in front of me, you're disgusted.
After September 11, I'm completely disgusted by the actions of my people.
Okay, joining me now is Rami, who you saw on the tape, and his best friend, Natalie. So, Natalie, Rami was saying a lot of harsh things in that tape, but you've experienced it firsthand as his friend. Like, tell me, you guys, if you guys are, like, walking down the street and you see someone in, like, a Muslim garb, tell me what he does.
Well, he'll pull me across the street, even if traffic is coming.
The opposite side of the street?
Yeah. And if I won't cross the street, he'll curse at them, call them terrorists, or curse at me.
Really? And then tell me what happens on the train.
If he sees someone in a turban, someone who appears to be Muslim, he will not get on the train. I will get on the train, and he will stay on the platform.
And he will stay on the platform?
Yeah.
And, Rami, what is your nationality?
I'm Arabic.
You're Arabic. So when I asked you that and you say that, what does that make you feel when you say I am Arabic?
I'm still disgusted because of everything that I hear from overseas that's going on. There's only beheadings, people taking hostages, violence. There's nothing good coming out from my own people overseas.
So I can understand you being upset about specific things that are happening, but it seems that you have blanketed your entire people, all of your people, and have to the extreme. When did this start for you?
This started after September 11th.
After September 11th. So would you say before you were Arabic and proud?
Yes.
And then after the towers were hit and destroyed and the people perished, this is when this happened?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So one thing you said is you said that your mother, you won't allow her to wear her veil anymore in public. What does that make her feel like? Because she must be proud of her heritage and her religion and wants to represent that in public.
She's proud of her heritage, but in the same sense, she wants to spend time with her son. And I refuse to go outside with her if she's like that.
You refuse? You will not go outside with your mother if she has that on? Okay, and what about when your parents, do they speak Arabic?
Yes, my parents speak to me in Arabic, and actually I answer them in English.
You answer them in English. You refuse. What about dating? So when you date somebody, you're starting to get to know somebody, and a guy like you your race could be like a lot of different things. So I'm sure you get around to so what's your nationality? What do you say?
I either say I'm either Spanish or Italian because I wouldn't want to be rejected by the girl.
You say that you're Spanish or Italian?
Yeah.
Then what about if you're falling in love with a girl and you want to introduce her to your parents?
That has never happened. I never brought a girl home because I wouldn't want them to hear my parents speaking to me in Arabic or maybe them seeing Arabic food in my house. So, and also my ID, I never showed a girl my ID. They don't know my last name. Because I have like 10 letters in my last name. So what would you think, honestly, like of a female and they see something like that? You'd be appalled. You wouldn't want to speak to me.
You think that girls would not want to speak to you if they knew that you had an Arabic last name? You ever heard of post-traumatic stress? You heard of that before? Do you know what that is? Do you know what that is?
Not really.
Okay, post-traumatic stress is what a lot of times somebody will go through after something terrible, terrible has happened. It could have happened to them personally. It could have been something that they witnessed. It could happen to like people that have been in wars, like veterans. It can happen to a mother who's lost her baby. It could happen to somebody that experienced a national, awful, most disgusting thing, one of the most disgusting things that our nation has ever experienced. And you having a connection, a historical heritage connection to some of the people that did it, could make you have post-traumatic stress. And so it's a very painful experience, and it's made you lash out on other people, but mostly, Rami, on yourself. And one thing is you can't run away from you. You can call yourself Italian, you can call yourself Spanish, you can hide your ID, you can tell your mother to take off her veil, but you're still an Arabic guy, and a beautiful Arabic guy. That's not going to go away.
Thank you, Kelly.
Yeah. I want you, after this show, I want you to go home and I want you to Google post-traumatic stress.
Okay.
And I bet you'll see a lot of the symptoms there that you went through after September 11th. And I think that'll get you some healing and make you start loving yourself. Because I'm a black girl, I love myself. Okay?
Up next, we show two similar video scenarios. A black mother and a white mother.
When I see a black woman with a lot of kids, I automatically think hood rat. I think she's on welfare.
Come on. Please.
I think we choose to latch on to certain things. And I think it's time for us to stop making those excuses. Who want to change their friends' and loved ones' racist perceptions. A social experiment was set up to expose how deep these judgments went. Check out what the group had to say about family and race.
Next, we show two similar video scenarios. A black mother with 3 children and a white mother with 3 children. Let's see if our group feels differently about the women.
When I see a white woman with kids, I think that she probably does have a good husband that helps support the kids. She probably went to college, and she has a stable family to help take care of her kids.
I think they're well taken care of. They're going to be put through college. They're going to have money. They're going to have a bank account ready for them just in case something happens to them.
The dad's probably got some type of manager position making the money. She generally will have a job, but she could also be a stay-at-home mother.
She's got it made. She's white. Her skin is white. The white woman doesn't have to worry about anything.
She might be on welfare if she has 3 kids because she might be too lazy to work.
When I see a black woman with a lot of kids, I automatically think hood rat. I think she's on welfare, and she's also got like possibly a father for each of the kids.
If that woman has 3 kids, all of them 3 different baby daddies, come on. Please, that's a problem to think that.
When I see a black female with about 2 or 3, even maybe worse, to 4 children, I think they're definitely not going to be clothed good. They're all going to be dirty. They're going to be unfed.
Please don't think that black woman is not capable of taking care of those kids. They're not dirty. They're not shallow. They should not be looked at as dirty hood rat children, and neither should that woman.
That's the stereotype that is associated with, African.
I'm not thinking that way because I'm tired of how people are mistreating black folk and giving the white person the higher level and the benefit of doubt of everything. Just need to change.
America's so racist, and why do we have a black president?
You're not black, you don't understand. Black women take care of her family, but the black woman has to struggle. We have to work extra hard. Black women struggle to get where they're at. As for white women, don't have to worry about anything.
Okay, I'm like so confused right now, and like I just find it insane that a lot of you guys were saying that black woman looked like she was on welfare and had kids, and she had diamonds in her ears and beautiful hair slicked back, and her kids looked like they had on the most gorgeous Baby Gap / Ralph Lauren clothes. So I am like, that is crazy to me. What would make you guys say that? With seeing that, I mean, you just saw the color of his skin and went to some total negative place and didn't pay attention to anything that she had on, anything of how she was representing herself, like a professional woman, a professional stay-at-home mom or a professional working woman. Where did that come from? Christian, where does that come from, that you see welfare with a polished woman like that?
Some of it's probably from the media, but personally, in my hometown, 100,000 people, I was taught to be racist. I guess, but every black woman I see is generally ghetto. My personal experience, no father figure, and if there is, then he's probably a drug addict. But I've seen personally like 3 different fathers and 3 different kids. It's just every occasion that I've seen.
Okay, I don't know what neighborhood you're from, and I cannot